Sherlock Holmes, the Sixth Napoleon. Chapter 1. The summer is almost here, said Lestrade, staring into the fire. Yet the weather is still so cold. I looked up at him and smiled. I hear it will get warmer towards the end of the month. Detective Lestrade of Scotland Yard often spent the evening with us. Sherlock Holmes liked his visits and was always interested in hearing about his last case. Sometimes he would even give Lestrade a hint to help solve them. We had been sitting in silence for most of the evening. Lestrade was puffing on his cigar, and Holmes was buried behind his newspaper. At last, Holmes looked up. "Do you have any interesting case at the moment, Lestrade?" "No, not really, Mr. Holmes," he replied. "Go on, tell me," said Holmes. He could tell that Lestrade was holding something back. Lestrade laughed. "Well, Mr. Holmes, I can't deny that there is one case on my mind, but it's so silly that I wouldn't want to bother you with it. It's more a case for Dr. Weston, if anything." "Something to do with disease?" I asked. "Maybe not disease, but definitely madness." "You wouldn't think that there was anyone who still hated Napoleon Bonaparte hated him so much that Napoleon Bonaparte was a French military commander who became Emperor of France. He tried to expand the size of France's armies and led many people to wars. Because of this, many people dislike him. However, others think that he is one of history's greatest military leaders. They would break any picture they found of him. Holmes sank back in his chair. "That's nothing I can help with," he said. "Exactly. That's what I thought. It's really a matter for a doctor to deal with. But when that same person commits burglary, that's make it a matter for the police." Holmes sat up again. "Burglary? This is more interesting. Let me hear the details." Lestrade took out his notebook and flicked through the pages. "The first case was 4 days ago," he said, reading from his note. "It happened at Morse Hudson shops. He sells picture and statue in Kennington Road. The accident left the front of the shop for just a minute when suddenly he heard a loud crash. He hurried back in and found a statue of Napoleon, which had stood on the counter smashed into pieces. Holmes was staring at Lestrade in deep concentration, the way he always did when he was listening to an interesting case. I put down my book and turned to face the detective. I did not want to miss a word of the story. The assistant rushed out of the shop to find the criminal, but he had disappeared. The end. Bye.